हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, पिछले वीडियो में हमने फिशेस के अधिकतर सिस्टम्स पढ़ लिए हैं और अब ये बचा है एक्वेस्टोलेटरलाइज सिस्टम यानी कि लेटरल लाइन सिस्टम। हम सभी सिस्टम पिछले वीडियोस में पढ़ चुके हैं। तो लेटरल लाइन सिस्टम के बारे में हम पढ़ते हैं। इट इज़ ए सिस्टम ऑफ क्यूटेनियस सेंस ऑर्गन्स lodged in the skin present in all the certains from fish to man, even in the early fossil fishes of Silurian ostegoderms. Actually, lateral line system and the internal ear are so closely related in structures. तो lateral line system जो है वो internal ear से closely related होता है. Related in function, structure, function and ontogeny. That together they constitute the oculolateralis system. Here both the system are being described as separately. मतलब हम दोनों सिस्टम जो है वो ये एक दूसरे से जुड़े हुए हैं और इनको दोनों अलग अलग पढ़ते हैं। तो सबसे पहले पढ़ते हैं हम लेटरल लाइन सिस्टम। वन ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम्स दैट ए फिश फेसेस इन इट्स हैबिटेट इज एडजस्टमेंट टू डेंसिटी, प्रेशर एंड करंट ऑफ वाटर। तो अधिकतर फिशेज जो हैं वाटर करंट, प्रेशर और डेंसिटी को झेलती हैं। ये करेक्टरिस्टिक सेट ऑफ सेंस ऑर्गन्स found somewhere else in the animal kingdom except in the aquatic larval stages of amphibia and certain groups of adult amphibians which are perennial dwellers to water are found in fishes. These are the lateral line system of the neuromost organs of right. It is interesting to note that the oldest members of the fossil fishes have shown traces of these organs. This points to the fact that fishes from their first emergence evolved a special kind of skin receptor organ in response to watery environment. Lateral line system is also called mucous canal system. It is less complex and constitutes a special system of mechanoreception. It is devised for a life in water and comprises two components, the lateral line canal and the neuromost organs. Lateral line canal क्या होती है? It exists in the form of a cutaneous groove, thus follows a definite pattern on the head and extends along each side of the body. So the base of tail, the groove contains the sensory receptors called neuromost. The neuromost are arranged in rows and follows closely the roots of the nerves. This groove remains open in chlamydococcines and its neuromost remains exposed. However, the lips of canal approximate in the head region to enclose the neuromost in the groove. In holocephalians, the groove remains open even in the cephalic region. In dipnoans, protopteros, the canal is partially roofed over by bordering denticles and the closed tube of head region opens by minute pores on the surface of the skin. The canals of cartilaginous and bony fishes, the deep in the skin and their path can only be traced by the distribution of pores, which passes through the scale of open in the surface. A vertical shaft between the canal and its external pore apparently exists in many fishes. The groove of the canal remains filled with a watery fluid in all the fishes, and the apertures of their pore contains a mucus substances. During embryonic stage of fishes, the lateral line canal differentiate as grooves along the longitudinal axis on dorsal, ventral and the lateral sides. Of these, the dorsal and ventral canals disappear later, while only the lateral canal persists in adults. These lateral canals terminate into several branches in the head region, which may retain or lose connection with the trunk canal in adults. Of the various canals in the head region, a supra and an infraorbital differentiate respectively above and below the orbits. A hyomandibular canal in the lower jaw and supratemporal stretching across the rear end of the head is generally found. Many more canals in head region also appear and named according to their position, namely main lateral line canal, supraorbital canal, infraorbital canal, temporal canal, mandibular canal and pro-opercular canal. अब है नर्वस सप्लाई टू लेटरल लाइन सिस्टम। तो सुप्राऑर्बिट लाइन इज सप्लाइड बाय सुपीरियर थैलेमिक ऑफ फेशियल नर्व सेवंथ। सेकेंड इंफ्राऑर्बिटल लाइन इज सप्लाइड बाय बक्कल ब्रांच टू द फेशियल सेवंथ। हायोमैंडिबुलर एंड मैंडिबुलर लाइन इज सप्लाइड बाय हायोमैंडिबुलस ऑफ सेवंथ। जूअल एंड इट्स वेंट्रल continuation by hyomandibulas of 7. Transverse occipital or temporal line is supplied by supratemporal branch of 10th. Postorbital and the temporal parts of the main canal is supplied by optic branch of 7th. Main lateral canal is supplied by lateralis of 10th. Other specialization in lateral line canal in various groups of fishes. Specialization in various groups may lead to interruption, subdivision, branching and fusion of these lateral line canals. In Coelacanthi, shark में lateral line canals run along the entire length of the body. तो शार्क के अंदर जो है एंटायर बॉडी में ये पाई जाती है। सेकेंड, supraorbital canal is much developed on the rostrum and joins the infraorbital canal, which may pass forward between mouth and nostril. Third, a transverse commissure joins the right and left supratemporal canal, forming an arch over the occipital region. तो ये शार्क में इसमें 3 पॉइंट है। चौथा है the hyomandibular fails to meet post-orbital and mandibular is completely separated from the hyomandibular. The missing part of the hyomandibular is represented by pit organ. In Actinopterygi, the occipital transverse commissure is completely across the middle line. Second, the supra and infraorbital are normally developed. Third, the hyomandibular joins the postorbital dorsally but does not run across the cheek to the infraorbital. Fourth, jugal is absent, represented by pit region in amia. 5. The oral canal starts from the infraorbital in absence of jugal. In Dipnoi, the usual feature of Actinopterygi is retained regarding to the supraorbitals and infraorbitals, but in Dipnoi as well as extinct Crossopterygians, the preopercular fails to reach the post-orbital, but the jugal is present as usual and the oral canal remain in continuation with the infraorbital. In Holocephali, the lateral line canal remain open primitively and their neuromost lie within the open canals. They are better developed on underside of snout, probably because of their function in food detection. In teleos, great degree of variations are found among the teleos. Typically, however, all the cephalic canal, the supraorbital, infraorbital and hyomandibular connect in the lateral line canal of the trunk. A supratemporal or occipital canal connects transversely with lateral line canals of the two sides at the rear of the head. The supraorbital may not connect with temporal canal and at no stage joins the infraorbital at the tip of the snout. They however join behind the eye in Volego Ectopneust fossil but remain separate in Cyprinids. The lateral line canal are leaking from abyssal fish species such as the gulls, eels and ceratoid anglers, in which the sense organs lie on the papillae of the skin. The canals are huge in Macroeuridae and organs are widespread over the face in corvids. In several families, a lot of accessory lines also occur. Other neuromost organs. The lateral line system is composed of a large number of sense organs called the neuromost. In other words, the neuromost organs are the receptor unit of the lateral line system. They may occur all over the surface of the skin or subsequently may sink into the grooves of a lateral line canal. Typically, neuromost arise from a linear series of embryonic ectodermal placoids of head, trunk and the tail. Each neuromost organ contains two types of cells, the sensory receptor or hair cells and the supporting or tentacular cells. The former are pear or flask shaped and aggregate to form clusters in the center, while the latter are long and slender and arranged around the receptors to establish the periphery of neuromost organs. Each sensory cell bears a hair-like sensory process at its apical end. The hair consists of many tiny stereocilia and a large kinocilium at one age. Both project into a gelatinous copula, which is secreted by the neuromost cell and protrudes into the water. The rest of the hair cells are directionally polarized towards the kinocilium. Any displacement of copula caused by movement in water is conveyed to hair to depolarize it and to induce a receptor potential. Basal end of receptor hair cells continue into the axonic fibers of 7th, 9th and 10th. Neuromost organs of certain fishes are modified into the scattered pits organs, ampullae of Lorenzini, and the vesicles of Savi. The development of neuromost system appears to be related to the modes of life and habits of fish. In free swimming fishes, this system is usually well developed, but in the inert fishes like exocs or in bottom dwelling fishes, it is secondarily reduced but may be present even in bottom dwelling fishes. They inhabit rapid system. तो इस प्रकार से लेटरल सिस्टम जो है फिशेज को जो पानी के जो प्रेशर है उसका जो करंट है उनसे जो है एक इक्विलिब्रियम बनाने के लिए ये सिस्टम पाया जाता है। तो आज हम इतना ही पढ़ेंगे, अगले वीडियो में हम इसके बारे में आगे पढ़ेंगे। आज इतना ही, थैंक यू।